Hi Flosstube, I'm Lori and welcome to Once Upon a Stitch. Thank you so much for the wonderful comments that you make on my videos all the time. You really make me feel special, and especially you make me laugh when I say like, oh, when I make these mistakes, I just start all over again, and they just said, go with it. So I'm going to go with it. This is tape 1. So I hope I can get through the whole thing without stopping and saying something dumb and then not like it and then take it out and start again. Welcome. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope you're enjoying the nice weather. I think it's nice weather across the country. Spring has really sprung around here in New Jersey. This week we're supposed to be like at 85 and 87 on Wednesday and Thursday. Those are the 2 days I have Caleb this week. And we bought him a blow-up boat. Actually, you can put it in the pool, but we're going to put it on the grass because the pool's not open yet. And this is the last year of our pool. We've had it since 1994, and it's starting to rust out and things like that. And yeah, we're going to be taking it down after this season. And yeah, no more pool. It's a lot of work because we have to keep it clean all year long. On the cover, the leaves fall. You got to get them out, and anybody who owns a pool knows it's a lot of work. And at our age, we don't really use it that much to put all that work into it, or to even get another one. So anyway, we got him this boat. I think Sal said it's supposed to hold up to like 200 pounds. But anyway, we're going to put water in the boat and let him play with that in the afternoons to cool him down. So that'll be fun. If you're new to my channel, I hope you enjoy what you see. It's a little different this month because it's Stitch Mania. I have been participating somewhat in new starts, and I think it's burning me out. When I'm working on my large projects and I'm not having too many finishes, I'm like, oh, I wish I had some smalls to finish. But then what do you do with smalls? You got to finish them. So that was a little bit more anxiety added to my plate. And I'm thinking about some quilts that I need to make for the baby shower that's coming up in July. So it's just a lot going on. Plus, mowing the grass and taking care of the outside. It all adds up, as you all know. Okay, let's get on with the show. I had a question on what fabric I used on Comfort Lighthouse, which is by Carriage House Samplings. It was here last video, so I brought it down. I said I would show it on my video. It's stitched on a 28 count platinum Lugana with the call for colors. I don't have the pattern anymore. I gifted it to someone after I finished it, and hopefully they're enjoying it. That was the one question. And then someone, when I mentioned about stitching on the white pin dot fabric, and I stitched it with DMC floss, and then I used a 12 weight with one strand going over it as well, but I was able to see the dots through it anyway. They suggested that they heard on Vonna Pfeiffer's channel, the Twisted Stitcher, that she backed it with an interfacing. I was not going to take a chance to do that and then back it and then it still show. So you'll see it in my new whips, that what fabric I decided to put it on. I hope everybody had a wonderful Mother's Day who celebrated. We were at James and Amy's for a brunch, and it was lovely. The weather did not cooperate. I posted pictures on my Instagram Instagram page, and it was me and my boys, and then me and my daughter-in-laws with Caleb. And that was about it. It was a rainy day. Somebody commented on my hair. My hair has a mind of its own. It's poker straight. I tried using a curling iron, and some days it holds, and some days, if the humidity's high, it doesn't. And I got drizzled on that day, so the hair was like limp. But I posted the pictures anyway. Let's see. This past Saturday, we were at Michael and Rebecca's house. We were celebrating Michael's birthday. He had some friends over and he invited us to join them, which I thought was kind of cool. And I got to see his friends that we don't get to see as often as we'd like to because of social distancing, but we're all vaccinated now, so we're starting to have barbecues, and that's it. Okay, let's get started. My last video was the very end of April, but I still had two-day rotations to finish April off. So what I worked on was the Red House Sampler by the Sampler Company, and that's it. And I'm stitching this on an 18 count Rustico, which is called for on this pattern. I have a hard time with the fabric. The needle doesn't glide as nicely as some other fabrics, but I'm going to keep up with it and get it done. What I did this time was I did, I believe, 4 flowers, and here, that's it. So not too much accomplished on this one, but I'll enjoy it when it's finished because it's a beautiful sampler. And then the last one of the month of April that I worked on was Plum Street, Liberty's Welcome. And this is stitched on 28 count Heritage. And I love this fabric, love it. And all I was able to do was the star. So I finished down the side and I still didn't get across. I think there's like 4 more flowers and then down. But that was, this was quite a bit of stitching in here. Get it closer so you can see it. I hope it's in the camera because I really can't see. But I do love the fabric, and I get most of my, like 90% of my fabric at Needleworkers. Like this was a special order, so I had to wait for it to be done because it was a larger piece that I had to request and have them dye. Okay, then Maynia started. Oops, the pattern. Then Maynia started, and it was the first weekend in May, and Brenda and Laura, Brenda and the Serial Starter, were starting a stitch Blackbird design the first weekend of the month. So because my Maynia was going to be winter, Christmas type of thing, I took out Christmas Garden by Blackbird Design, and that's, I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, have seen it before. And this is where I think I made some good progress on this one. I finished the top row, so I am very happy with it. And I'm using the call for colors. Yeah, I came down the side and I finished this whole section here. So I'm very happy with the progress that I made on that. So now I have to redo some of my plans to try to have a Blackbird design on the first weekend in every month, every first weekend every month. Okay, then starts my Maynia, and I started with the Just Cross Stitch magazine, and I have to post this on their the group that's doing the 12 ornaments in the 12 months. So this was the ornament. It's called My Friendly Gnome by Ursula Michael Designs. And I did mine like on an aqua, and I totally finished it a la Priscilla. And I think it came out really cute. I didn't stitch the snowflakes. I just did some, I think they're Smyrna crosses. just a back like that. So that was one finish. The second one was I worked on Sue Hillis designs, and it was my favorite things. And I did the mittens and the hat, and it's half finished. So I trying to figure out if I'm going to make try and make a cording for this in the two colors of the pink, or the pink and the white. I haven't decided yet, but I have them. I have the fabric finished part and laced it. And what I did was I did glue some of it down, like the corners and stuff, and then I laced it, and then I did a gathering stitch so that it would be more of a curve on that, and I laced that going crisscrossing it too. And then I just glued this one on. This was a sticky back fabric, not fabric, what do you call it? The sticky board. The sticky board. So I stuck it there, and then on this side I glued it down. And then I will somehow get it together, whether it's glue, and then depending on what type of trim I use, and then I'll put a handle on here. So I still have to fully finish it. And then I worked on Prairie Schooler ABCs, and this is the pattern. And I was doing, each time I picked it up, I was going to do my great niece's names, so I can make them into little ornaments. And this is the first one, and her name is Ava. But what I did was to change it up just a little bit, not to have the identical angels. I did this A in the call for, was it 221 or 815? I can't even remember. $918. There you go. And the V stands for Village Church. And so I have to finish that one. And then it's due to be picked up again the second half of May so that I can do her sister, Sophia. Okay. Then I picked up Prairie Schooler again, Evergreen. And I finished the squirrel. This ABC, those of you that been with me, and I did the winter ABCs, I had oriented my fabric in the wrong direction, so I haven't taken that out yet. But I put the squirrel in, and I got him finished. And when I get the next one finished, this is supposed to be picked up again. I want to do the house this time. But then again, I also want to maybe do the dove, or the owl, or the bear. But you know what drives me crazy is stitching with white thread. I have a real hard time with that. And so I'm going to pick this one up and do another one towards the end of this month. And there's one, I'll get to it, where I frogged it like 3 times because I didn't like the way the crosses were coming out. And then I just like put it in my mind, okay, calm down. You can do this. Take a deep breath. And I did it like again the 4th time, and they were coming out better. And I don't know if it's the frame of mind that helps it or what, but you know, I undangle my threads. I try to lay them straight as best as I can. I forgot to say that the squirrel was stitched on a 28 count Lugana in Springfield Sage. And I had finished 2 others from that chart, fully finished. And I want to see if I can finish the next 2 somewhat identical to the first 2. Okay, then I picked up Cuore e Batticuore Cuore dell'Angelo. And this is stitched on, oh, it's a blue. I thought I'd save the, let's see if I wrote it down. Antique blue in a 28 count Lugana. And here he is. I did not fully finish him, but he came out a lot larger than these because they stitched it on a 36 count. So this is the equivalent of 14 count Ada, but I'm happy with him. He's a little cutie, and I haven't, like, they finished it in the heart. I might finish it in a circle. I haven't decided. So that one. Then I picked up this pattern. It was a freebie on their website, Winter Village, and I was just going to stitch 2 houses. I just wanted to make a little pillow or something, ornament, and the snowflakes are quite intense. I love the pattern. I just didn't want to stitch it. So I stitched it on an 18 count Ada. No, I stitched on a 14 count Ada because they were like so small, just the houses and the lamppost. And I did fully finish it, and that's my finish. I got the button from Hobby Lobby. It was a shank button, so I broke the end off and I actually hot glued it down. So I don't know how long it'll last, but when it comes out, I'll put it back. And I put a little silver bell. Okay. This is the pattern that gave me a lot of trouble with the white floss. This is You Warm My Heart by Puntini Puntini. I think it's so adorable. I would have liked to have done it on the snow dot fabric, but I chose a 28 count light ash gray Lugana. And this is how far I've gotten on the 2 days. And I'm pretty happy with those white stitches. I'll put his heart and his nose in when I complete it. And if you can see, there's the nose and the heart are buttons that come with the pattern. So I'm really happy how that's coming out. And then I picked up a whip, and that is the Primitive Hair La Befana. And this is what the pattern looks like. I have just the bottom to do. It's a slow going because it's full coverage section, and the face to outline, but I'm doing that at the end so that I can move this up in my Q-snap. That reminds me, lately I've been like snapping my Q-snaps. I don't know why. I don't stuff too much fabric in it. I fold the fabric once and I put a batting on it, and I've been doing that the whole time I use it. But lately, I don't know if it's when I use my Patoki and I tighten it so that it stays, and maybe I crack it then and not realize it, and then when I use them again, they really crack. I do have a new Q-snap that I bought, and I know I can buy replacements, I was told, but I'm just wondering why, if it's from the Patoki stand or if it's something else. Maybe I shouldn't tighten it so tight. Anyway, this is where I got on the La Befana. I got the L and the A and the B done, and now I have to fill in. What I'm doing is I'm filling in as I go. Like, I'll put the B, and then I'll probably put an E in, and then I'll fill in that section, and then I'll move into the next one, because I never want to have to, like in the B here, before I close the B, I put the white in, because it was just one row, and I didn't, and even in here with the L, I would stitch the dark and then I come down and stitch the white and then do the dark again, so that I wasn't trying to fit the white between two dark colors and then not laid correctly. This way it has a little bit of space, and then I can work from there. That's how I seem to have enjoy working on dense pieces. Like, I try not to fit the stitch in between two others. I try to butt them up as I'm going. And I believe Stephanie from Just Keep Stitching says she does it that way as well, because I had questioned her once and she says she did it that way, and I'm like, I thought maybe she did it something different that I was going to learn from. So I'm glad we do it together. Okay, that's it, what I've been stitching. The rest of this month will be a few new ornaments again, and I'm going to stick in my Templar Prophecy in there, hoping to get a page finish. And then in June, I think I have, I don't know if it's 2 or 3 new starts planned. So I'm getting kind of burnt out. I gotta not get myself too crazy, and just whatever gets accomplished those days gets accomplished. I have a very little bit of haul. I picked up another Puntini pattern. This is Summer, and it comes with the buttons, which is a watermelon, and try to separate them, and a little sailboat. I have the I think the winter one on order, and I'll pick that up when I go back to Needleworkers. They had some threads delivery, so I picked up some weeks dye works that I needed, but I needed 2 other weeks and a gas that they didn't have, and I've been searching on 123 Stitch for them. I put my name in, like, let me know when it comes in, and I went to 2 other websites looking for the ones that I need, and so far I haven't been able to locate it, but I did put my name on 123 Stitch for them to let me know when they get it in, so I can order it right away. And this is another pattern that I ordered, and it finally came in, and you know it all. It's G. Leger 1898. It reflects the soie. I wonder if that means reflection of the sun. Curious. Anyway, this is done in Soie d'Alger silks, and it has the DMC conversion. I will not be doing it in silks, but Lisa Smith, the Kindred Stitcher, she finished this, and she said she was willing to share her conversion to over-dyed threads. So I had emailed her and I asked her for them, and she sent them to me, and she'll send it to anybody who's interested. Just go to her channel, and her email's there, and you can request it if you want to do this. I've been watching her. She completed hers. It's gorgeous. And I've also been watching Country Stitchers, Deb, doing this. She's doing hers a little bit differently. She's coffee staining as she goes to make it look more aged. The section here where it's not filled in, she left it like that. I will probably be doing it complete. And I think it is charted to be complete, so I will be doing it complete that way. And I think it's so pretty, and when I started cross stitching, like, I would never in a million years have picked up, like, if I saw this, I would have never purchased it. It wasn't my aesthetic at the time. And seeing it done, like, how you say see it in person, well, even seeing it on Flosstube, people working on it, it just is gorgeous. And like, I would have never, like, but yeah, it was gorgeous. That's all I got to say. So I probably won't start this year, because I have practically starts in every month, and but I'll be getting my threads together, my fabric for it. So I have some planning for that, and some other charts that I've picked up. But I'm going to try and not buy too many charts, I have fabrics, but I have to see if the fabrics fit the charts that I have as far as size-wise. So I'm going to, I did get a gift certificate from 123 Stitch from Michael and Rebecca. And when my threads come in, I'll put a order in. And I mean, there's plenty there to do more with. But I'm going to try and use it mostly for threads. And even though, like, every time I see somebody's video, I'm like, oh, that pattern is gorgeous. But I have to be a little bit more realistic and get things done, even if I gift it away to family members and friends. I enjoy the process of it, and, you know, maybe when I'm not here anymore, the kids will just like, okay, Goodwill. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for visiting with me. I hope you enjoyed it. What's coming up the end of the month is Memorial Day. It's a United States holiday in honoring military servicemen and women who've lost their lives while serving. And that was always the 30th of May, but now they've changed it to the last Monday of May. So that Saturday, Rebecca, my daughter-in-law's mother, is having a barbecue in her backyard. And then Sunday, we're having a barbecue, and my mother-in-law, who's in her 90s, and my sister-in-law, her boyfriend, a daughter of my niece, and her family will be coming out. Everybody's vaccinated, and you know, my boys and their family, and we'll be in the backyard. Hopefully the weather will cooperate for both occasions, and we can be outdoors even though we're, you know, vaccinated. But you know, we're vaccinated, but hopefully we're not carrying germs because we had to go to the supermarket or something like that. I will continue to wear my mask, not to take chances. I babysit my grandchild, and I just don't want to take a chance. Anyway, so until next time, I went through it. I might have said silly stuff. I might have ranted a bit. I try to be short and direct and to the point. So until next time, I hope to come back either the last day in May or the first in June, so that I can tie up Stitch Maynia and then tell you about my plans for June. Until then, take care, guys. Bye.